Candlepin bowling is a New England tradition and a sport enjoyed by both girls and boys of all ages. Our show brings the game to the younger generation, featuring bright futures and brighter smiles. Hosts Dan Gauthier and Rob Taylor call the action on Candlepin for Kids. Candlepin for Kids would not be made possible without its generous sponsors, Oddball Sporting Goods, Paramount Industries, and individual donators like you. To learn how to donate, go to www.cp4k.com.
Greetings from Funtime Lanes in Holyoke, Massachusetts, our middle age group here on Candlepin for Kids alongside Dan Gauthier. I'm Rob Taylor. Another good match for the folks at home.
It is. The middle-agers gives me hope because I'm middle-aged, so about the same age as these guys, right?
Very true. We'll see if these guys can light up the scoreboard.
Like me.
Light up the scoreboard.
Light up the scoreboard, or better. I watch these guys warm up. They're throwing a good ball. I'm looking forward to it, Rob.
All right, well, let's meet them, shall we?
The champions. A boy coming off his career day is joined by a girl looking to join her younger brother in the Tournament of Champions. It's Cody Brown and Bridget Pedigo. Challenging them, a boy making the show for the second consecutive year is joined by a girl who won 2 age groups in last year's Tournament of Champions. It's Jason Gauthier and Colleen Dumas.
String number 1 underway. Bridget Pedigo on lane 4, Colleen Dumas on lane number 3.
Rob, another Pedigo and Brown team.
Remarkable, isn't it? 2 sibling combinations and crossed 2 different age groups. Both qualified, both in the same spot. What are the odds of that?
That's pretty crazy. Actually, not the same spot, though, right? I think the last Pedigo Brown team was a 2 seed.
Colleen Dumas coming out firing out of the gates.
These ones are the champs, so in theory, this Pedigo Brown team actually had slightly higher scores, so.
Colleen Dumas has quite a few accolades on her resume. A lot of things to watch for her. She won the entire Portsmouth International Tournament, including beating all of the boys in that tournament. She had the highest score across all age groups, across both genders, which was good for a cool $1,000 scholarship. Which
yeah, that was nice. She was on fire that day. She's actually bowled very well for the last year.
In addition to that tournament, Colleen Dumas won 2 age groups of our Candlepin for Kids Tournament of Champions last year. She won the 12 to 14 age group, and then she won the 15 and above age group. But Bridget Pedigo doesn't care about any of that as she puts a spare on the board.
Look at our girls go, huh? Colleen draws upon that experience of being on many times before to put that mark up in the first box. 21 after 2.
Bridget Pedigo, I believe a newcomer to our show.
I think so.
May have tried out before, but I do not think she's been on the show. Showing very few signs of nerves as she buries the head pin, carries the 7.
I told you, these kids, these girls and boys were throwing some bombs and warm-ups, so they got working balls here.
Bridget trying to go high. High probably was the place to play it, but you got to hit the wood.
Fortunately, I've got the feeling that we're going to find out that one might have gone anywhere on that wood, so we'll see. Hopefully she can convert it for a 10.
She goes high again. That was certainly the perfect place to play it.
Yep.
Colleen Dumas comes away with an 8. Colleen, you might notice, is using some shiny brand new Snoopy bowling balls. I have never seen a set like them.
Snoopy. Good camera, get a picture of that.
We'll get a shot of it between strings, maybe. Colleen Dumas won those at the Pilgrim Lanes Christmas.
It's kind of funny, Rob. They almost look invisible halfway down the lane from our angle, the light on them.
Wait, it does glow. Bridget on the head pin. Colleen trying to convert a very difficult spare. Gives it a nice run. Colleen throwing with a bit more velocity than I remember.
Yeah, we might have mentioned that recently in one of the other shows, definitely.
I mentioned it with Madison Kelly. I did not remember it with Colleen.
It's sneaky too, because she actually has a pretty smooth release, so you don't notice it as much maybe as someone who's
smooth. It's accurate, but
smashing it into the ground.
A little power. Early 6-pin lead for Bridget Pedigo. Newcomer's proudest accomplishment is her 126 high single. Colleen carries the extra pin there, leaving her a nice spare lead.
Some of the full hits seem to carry the extra pin if you have a little more mustard or zip on your ball. That's why our little kids didn't benefit from that as much, I think.
Very true. A little more splattering action than
definitely. But you have to have some zip on it.
Bridget misses on her 3rd ball, but still winds up with a very solid 52 half. Colleen Dumas, just 5 behind her at 47.
Time for our boys. I think we need to get a couple balls shifted over here. You can go ahead and get it there, Jason.
Jason Gauthier,
moving a couple of his balls over.
Cody Brown on lane number 4. Jason Gauthier Jr., no relation to Shu, on lane number 3.
Although oddly enough, I do bowl on his dad's Worlds team, so, and it's a very fun team, a lot of good chemistry, you know. Haven't made the playoffs yet, but we're getting closer.
Cody Brown, a very tough leaf.
Yeah, I'd say, huh? You know, where would you go for this, Rob? Play the wood on the
I guess
right?
you have to go right, don't you? Cody trying to get creative. Jason buries the headpin. Gives it a nice try of itself.
I think we're going to find that Jason should have some crowd support here, being his home house.
Cody, though. Well, it's Eastern Mass versus Western Mass here as Jason carries the 10 there.
Yeah, there was a right way to make that 10, and then there was the way Jason made it.
The Gauthier way.
The Gauthier way. That's right, Rob.
Now, Cody today came out of the gates absolutely firing with an 87 first half.
And a ball, right?
87 and a ball, en route to a 142 game, which is his high single. Cody traveled a very long way, all the way from Hudson, New Hampshire, as he puts a spare on the board. Cody Brown. Oh! By Jason Gauthier answers.
Nice job, man.
2 pretty shots there.
We'll probably take a look at those
replay
again.
of both of them.
As you were saying, Rob, Cody Brown started off with 5 straight marks right out of the gate after that long 2-hour drive.
Had the crowd on fire.
Oh, boy.
Certainly has been making the most of his Candlepin for Kids appearance. Both boys on the headpin. Jason getting a lot more to show for it.
Yeah, a couple of fantastic first balls. Cody was too good. I mean, right on it.
Cody keeps his head up, gives it a heck of a run. And if nothing else, a very nice out.
It's not going to be an easy match for whoever wins. We're going to have a lot of...
Can he take it? Again, a right way to play that one in the Gauthier way. Not able to carry it. Pair of 9s up there. Good work by Cody on that one, getting a big out.
We're not lacking excitement in this match.
No, both of our teams.
It's pretty tight, too. Three-pin match overall between the boys. 8-pin match difference between them, but 3-pin overall for the teams.
Come up and sit.
Jason, the Gauthier way continues.
The home house advantage. Now, I think that wood's good, right?
It looks good.
Yeah, it looks good. Well, we should say legal and not good, right? I mean...
That's very true. He plays it what looked to be perfectly, I thought.
Yeah.
Pick the high-low.
High-low jack.
Cody
little practice.
Shot at it early. Nice bid by Cody Brown.
Let's see if it pays off later.
Getting a little experience on it.
I think that was a 9, I think,
agree.
yeah. We're calling that one a 9. The wood on the gutter was clearly, well out in front of the 10-pin, and it did move, so we're going to say it.
Now, both of our bowlers have today listed as their proudest bowling accomplishment. Jason Gauthier has written making it on the show. As Cody getting a little off headpin magic. Jason too.
Oh, look at this! Both bowlers shooting at the
I can do
headpin.
better.
Both bowlers shooting at the headpin.
Cody. Oh.
That could be an all-time first for the show. Both bowlers looking at the headpin for spares.
Jason able to pick it up. A very big mark for Jason Gauthier Jr. going into the half. Cody misses a little right. So an extremely exciting first half between our two teams. Looks like 104 to 100, but Jason Gauthier's got a mark. Make sure you catch it out after the break.